English here and now.
Let's do something new. Use the English inside you. Let's do something new. Speak up and just be you. Show the world what you can do. AKY time trial.
Let's get started with day 12 for the month of June. Hi everyone, I'm Steve Ceresi.
And I'm Jenny Skidmore. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, I have a question, and I'm going to ask Jenny first. Jenny, have you learned any new phrases recently?
Well, I think so, Steve. Wait, do you mean in English or Japanese?
Japanese.
うまくいく.
That's from yesterday.
That's right, Steve. You're the one that taught me that phrase. So thank you.
さあ、皆さんの番です。Have you learned any new phrases recently? どうぞ。Okay, time's up. You don't have to say a phrase. You can say, I don't remember. Sorry about that. That's fine too. When someone asks you a question, answer what you truly feel. Okay, now let's go to today's lesson. First, do you remember our theme? Here it is.
Connecting families.
家族の話をしよう. And today is Tuesday, so we'll be doing basic phrases. Oh, and one more special thing. Today, we'll have our program in...
Almost all English.
ほぼオールイングリッシュで進みます. But you can do it.
Let's begin.
Activate some basic phrases.
SPR1.
The phrases in SPR1 are very basic. For example, excuse me, or nice to meet you, or how are you? But you will say them as a representative of your family. 自分が家族を代表して言う場合の基礎表現. Let's practice 5 basic phrases together now.
Steve will give you a hint in Japanese.
And you say the answer within the time limit.
I'll say the answer after you.
Okay, let's practice first.
Here we go.
Okay, the first basic phrase is excuse me. 自分が家族を代表して言う場合の excuse me は Go ahead.
Excuse us.
You can use that when you're leading your family. Okay, here's the next basic phrase. I appreciate it. 自分が家族を代表して言う場合の I appreciate it は Go ahead.
We appreciate it.
All right, the next basic phrase is nice to meet you. 相手の家族全員に言う場合の nice to meet you は Go ahead.
Nice to meet your family.
You can say nice to meet your family or it's nice to meet your family. Next is a phrase for saying goodbye or finishing a conversation. 相手の家族全員に言う場合の nice meeting you は
Nice meeting your family.
And finally, how are you? 相手の家族全員に言う場合の how are you は
How's your family?
Okay, those were some basic phrases said as the representative of your family.
How did you do with those?
Jenny and I will review them in English now. Excuse me.
Excuse us.
I appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet your family.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting your family.
How are you?
How's your family?
Okay, those were 5 basic phrases that were changed just a little. Let's do these 5 again. But this time, I'll shuffle the order.
So pay attention, okay? Here we go.
The first phrase, let's try nice to meet you. 相手の家族全員に言う場合の nice to meet you は Next phrase is how are you? 相手の家族全員に言う場合の how are you は And this is an important one. 自分が家族を代表して言う場合の excuse me はOK? 自分が家族を代表して言う場合の I appreciate it はAnd finally, 相手の家族全員に言う場合の Nice meeting you は
Okay, time's up. Great job. Let's go to our next time trial.
Activate some basic phrases.
SPR2.
In SPR2, we have some more phrases where you're speaking as the representative of your family. Let's do 5 basic phrases.
Steve will say it in Japanese, and you say it in English.
And the first time, we'll practice. So Jenny will say the sample answers.
Okay, let's go.
うちの名字は山田です。Go ahead.
Our family name is Yamada.
Do you understand? Okay, let's try one more. これがうちの猫です。Go ahead.
This is our cat.
Next, let's try some questions. ご家族の皆さんは準備はいいですか? Go ahead.
Is your family ready?
You know the phrase, are you ready? This phrase was, is your family ready? Let's do one more question. ご家族の皆さんはバスで来ましたか? Go ahead.
Did your family come by bus?
And finally, うちは緑山というところの出身です。Go ahead.
Our family is from a place called Midoriyama.
Okay, those were the basic phrases. You learned うちの as our, and you asked some questions about a family that you met. For example, are you ready is changed to is your family ready? And finally, you talked about the place where you're from. 出身についての表現大丈夫ですか? You want to use the phrase called. So when you talk about Japanese places, use the phrase called. 自分なりに例文を作ってください. Our family is from a 何々 called 何々. どうぞ. Okay. For example, our family is from a big city called Nagoya. Did you make your own sentence? Okay, let's try our 5 basic phrases in SPR2.
Steve will say the Japanese, and you say the English. Let's go.
うちの名字は山田です。Go ahead. これがうちの猫です。ご家族の皆さんは準備はいいですか? ご家族の皆さんはバスで来ましたか? うちは緑山というところの出身です。
Okay, time's up.
Did you say those basic phrases? And did you participate in our program in Almost All English? Okay, good job today, everyone. This month's theme is Connecting Families. 家族の話をしよう。テキストには解説や日本語訳、そして英会話に役立つ僕からのアドバイスも載っていますよ。And you can start learning with us
Anytime. So, see you next time on
英会話 Time Trial. Goodbye.